I know ain't nobody in here yet, man. It's kind of early. A lot of y'all probably at work. You know what I'm saying? If you are at work, man, hey, y'all hold it down for us. Get that work done so you can pay them bills, take care of these wives and kids, man, and get back to the crib and work on these calls, man. Let me sit this right here. I see ain't nobody came in yet. If we get anybody. I don't know if we're gonna get anybody. I don't know if we're gonna get anybody, man. It's early in the morning on a Thursday. Well, I say early, but it's about 10:30 on a Thursday. I see somebody in here. Who that? Who that? Who that? What up? What up, 84? What up, Ron G? And AJ, A and J. I'm still trying to figure out this live thing, y'all. CJ, what up, my guy? Hey, CJ, I need to come see you, man. I need some like a detail on my car. I guess I don't know what you call it or what your packages are or whatever, but I want my paint like cleaned up. I guess a cut and buff or whatever. I need to come see you, man. It'll probably be a little while from now. It ain't gonna be like tomorrow or nothing like that, but closer to maybe, you know, right before the riding season next year. Cause I know during the winter time I'm gonna be working and it's gonna get dirty and everything. But I'm gonna need a nice little cut and buff or detail or however that go, man. What up, Chevy Addict? Hey man, so I just decided to go live this morning. Oh yeah, CJ, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I gotta get down there, man, and see that Cutlass in person too, man. And hopefully maybe put it on the channel, man, do a little collab or something. But yeah, I just decided to go live, man. I got my boy is over here getting his hair retwisted for school next week. So I really ain't got shit to do. So I'm out here chilling, man. Just waiting in the truck, man. I watched a couple YouTube videos and went and got me something to eat. Went and bullshit around at AutoZone for a minute, and now I'm back. What up, Sean? Thank you for checking in, man. And Tulu, that was a good job on the SSG. I appreciate it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, my guy. Nothing to it but to do it. But yeah, so I mean, I ain't really had no purpose for going live or anything like that, man. I just did it to see how many people I can get in here and we can just chop it up just like we did on the last live, man. Man, that live was crazy though. To me anyway, like I feel like it was a good live. Like we was on that thing for 4 hours. I ain't even realized that. But you know, I had my little cup, so you know what I'm saying? I was all over the place, man. But hey, I kept some entertainment going, so I feel like it was successful. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely try to do that more often. Um, so yeah, definitely. I'll probably try to go live like once a week or something, but it ain't gonna be like, you know, I can't set a day and time every week because I'm too busy, man. I don't have free time at a certain time all week every week at the same time. I can't do that. So it's just gonna be random, man. But if I'm thinking about it, if I know I got time later on in the evening or whatever, I'll start posting it like to my social media, to Instagram or on the community page on YouTube and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go live at 7 o'clock or I'm gonna go live at 8 o'clock or whatever the case may be. So maybe we can get more people in here. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, dog. Top of the morning. Definitely, definitely. It's a good day. We all woke up this morning, man. Hey, we here for a reason, dog. It's always a good morning when you open them eyes, man. Um, but yeah, so if anybody in here, I know it looked like we got some pros in here, man. But if it's anybody in here that, got any questions about anything I've done or anything that you haven't seen me do or whatever the case may be, um, I'm just here to kind of, just chop it up, man. If you got any questions or if you got any input on anything, or anything like that, man. I'm still trying to get used to this live thing, so I don't really, I got it on landscape orientation, so I don't think I can add people when I got it on landscape. So if I do a portrait video, then I can actually add people on here. So that's what I'll probably do next time. But I got it on landscape because I'm trying to fix my little mount here, y'all. But I got it on landscape because I like to leave these videos up in case anybody else want to come watch them later. And if you like me, man, I like the landscape, man. Maybe some of y'all like the portrait or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Definitely Chevy Addict, man. I see 10 people in here watching, man. If y'all can hit that like button for me, man, and leave a comment, man. Let me know y'all here, man. So let's see. Since ain't nobody asked no questions yet, I'm gonna tell y'all kind of what I got going on. The more you go live, you get better. Yes, sir. Repetition, man. Repetition. So we gonna get it. We gonna get it. Is it something wrong with installing a transmission? Is it something wrong with installing a transmission without unbolting the torque converter? That is a good question. I can't 100% answer that question, but I know people have done it. I know people that have done that and they hadn't had any issues. The only thing to me that I'm thinking about is that, you know how you get those clicks when you rotate it? So like you rotate it, you get a click, you rotate and push, you get another click, you rotate and push more, you get another click. It's kind of hard to do that with the torque converter still in the car, you know what I'm saying? And making sure you push the transmission up to it enough. So I feel like that could be an issue. From my experience, I probably would remove the torque converter and put it in the transmission and then install it. So yeah, that was a good question actually, man. If anybody else want to chime in to that question, man, definitely feel free, because that one's that was a good one, man. I've never done that before, but I feel like that would be the issue. Not removing that torque converter and getting it seated the way that it should be. So I do know that's, that having that torque converter seated all the way in is important. So I ain't gonna say I would recommend not taking the torque converter out. So what's going on with the money, man? With the Monte Carlo, with Mistress? Nothing is wrong with it or anything like that. We ride, man. We ride. I've been putting miles on that thing. So a couple things that I did notice since the new transmission. I'm definitely getting used to it. It's not like that. It's not like that 350. So the 350, man, like I said, I like to ride. I like to cruise. I like to hit. I like to go to North Carolina. I like to go to Richmond. I like to go to DC. You know, all these places are between 45 minutes and 3 hours away from where I am. So like when I'm on that highway, bro, like I like to be chilling. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want my car running at 3,300 RPM going 3 hours away. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You burn gas, you put more stress on your engine and all that. The 700, it's crazy, man. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling at like 1,800, 2,000 RPMs, bro. It's a big difference. Now, the only thing I still, like I said, I gotta get used to it because I done had that 350 for so long. But that 350 snap. When I tell you it snap, I don't know if it's because of the shift kit I got in it or what, but like it snapped. I mean, boom, boom, boom. Like all three gears, I'm chirping tires. First, second, and third, I'm chirping tires. Now, I hadn't gotten a chance to play with the 700 R4 too much because I've just been cruising, chilling, trying to get a feel for it and everything. But it don't snap like that 350 did. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to like, you know, you got 3 more gears. So you got the drive, the overdrive, then you got 3, 2, 1, or however that jump go. So I might have to like, I don't know, put it in a lower gear or something in order to get me a good burnout or a good takeoff or something. I don't know. But with that 350, you just put that thing in drive and you gone. Skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? You out of here, dog. So that's the difference that I noticed, man. But like I said, for drivability and everything, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm definitely satisfied, man. And ain't no greater feeling than doing a swap or whatever kind of work to your car and your car ain't running right or something ain't right and then you fix it and then you riding. Like, you did that. I did that. Boy, that's a good feeling, boy. I'm telling you. Let me catch up on these comments. Okay, cool. I'm having a small leak, but I did it like that before, but this time I have a leak. Oh, okay. Yeah, that so 84, that torque converter probably ain't all the way up in the transmission like it's supposed to be. That's most likely what it is, bro. Ty Gully, I have an 81 Cutlass with the original V8. Should I keep everything original and hold its value, or should I swap it? That's a good question, man. So you asking me, but that's really a personal preference, man. But I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. So if I had a 81 Cutlass or 81 anything with the original V8 and it's running good and I can get AC, heat, and all that stuff, I would keep that OG. Because once you come over to this side, dog, and everybody in these comments will tell you, I don't care if you're doing a small block, I don't care if you're doing a big block, I don't care if you're doing an LS swap, you gonna have problems. That OG stuff, man, you're gonna have problems out of OG stuff too, but it's not gonna be nothing that you're gonna go crazy having to figure it out. Like, when you start swapping, man, because like I said before, these cars are not made to be doing the stuff that we doing to them. So you gotta, once you upgrade the engine, you gotta upgrade the suspension. You upgrade the suspension, you gotta upgrade the brakes. You upgrade the brakes, you gotta upgrade the rear end. Like, it's a never-ending cycle, bro. So honestly, like, if I could have found me a stock Monte Carlo SS with a good running, you know, 305 in it and everything, man, I would leave it just like it was, bro. And you can still be on the highway with everybody else doing 75, 80, 100 miles an hour. I mean, I ain't gonna say you're gonna, you know, be going crazy doing donuts and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, like I said, it's just personal preference, really, man. But if it were me and I had a clean 81 anything with a stock V8 and everything was fine, bro, I wouldn't swap it, bro. That's just me. Cause I done been there. I haven't swapped a good engine out of anything. See, everything I done had, it been raggedy, so I ain't had no choice but to change. But if I had something that's OG, I would leave it. And now I want to speak on the hold the value. So I know people are always talking about hold the value. Don't do this. Don't cut this. Don't trim this because it's not gonna hold value anymore. I don't plan on selling it. So why am I worried about holding value? Because the only thing that holding value mean is if you're gonna resell it one day. I ain't selling shit. So I don't give a fuck about no value. I'm just saying that's me. So if you're gonna sell it, cool. Try to keep the value on it. But if you plan on keeping it, do what the hell you want to do with it, dog. For real. Just like that. Let's see. So that answered that question. Does it run and drive? Oh yeah, does it run and drive top? Hopefully. No, I'm working on getting it running, but it had 62,000 original miles, no cuts on the body, and a little surface rust. Oh, so it don't run. Now see, that's different. But it depends on why it don't run though. You know what I'm saying? It depends on why it don't run. Y'all know I'm catching up. I had elaborated on that question real quick. It has all that big facts. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yes, because my 307 was running like a sewing machine. Only swapped it because it started knocking, and I had a free LS. Facts. Cause we doing budget stuff over here, man. Them big boys with all this money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's living at home with their parents or living in their old lady apartment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't watch us over here. So we on a budget over here, man. We family men. We taking care of our wives and our kids, our parents, some of us, our siblings. We real ones over here. So we doing stuff on a budget, man. We always trying to save money everywhere we can. Not saying cutting corners, but we trying to save money. It's not, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to do the stuff that we're into. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you take the initiative to research and learn a little bit and do stuff yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Yeah, so like I said, if it's not running, it just depends on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether I would swap it or not. But definitely, if you can't figure it out or whatever the case may be, then a swap might be a good thing. I took it to a shop. They said it has some metal in the oil, but the car has been sitting for 4 years. So if it's metal in the oil, if it's metal in the oil, man, I would probably go ahead and pull that thing out of there, dog. Instead of wasting the time and the money to try to like figure it out and all that, and you definitely don't want to rebuild that a 305 or 307, whatever it is. I think it's a 307. You said it's a Cutlass, right? So yeah, man. I mean, you can do a cheap swap, man. Look, that boy 84 Cuddy is in the comments, man. He just did a swap on his. I don't know, Ty. I don't know how far you trying to go with a swap if you do it, but if you just trying to do something simple, man, get that 84 Cuddy, man. If you ain't trying to do nothing crazy, get that 84 Cuddy. You can literally go to the junkyard, pull you a 5.3 inch transmission for about $600, motor and transmission. And then, I ain't gonna go into all the details on what you gotta do to swap it, but it ain't that much, man. especially if you do it yourself. And 84 will tell you he ain't never did none of this stuff, and he already did a LS swap. I've never done an LS swap. I helped him, I assisted him with some questions that he had with his, because I've been around people that do LS swaps for a living. You know what I'm saying? I've did some of my, some of my own research and stuff. So like, just like a lot of the stuff that they told me that I should do or they would do and stuff like that, I'm not doing what they saying, because I'm trying to save money. Like they talking about spending a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on a budget over here. I got 3 project cars. I got a house to upkeep. I got a daughter in college and 2 boys in high school that will be graduating in 2 to 3 years. So one of them graduated in 2 years, one of them graduated in 1. And then one of them about to have he'll have his license next year. One of them got his license. So man, I ain't got time to be playing around with no money, dog. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. 84 said it ain't bad. Oh yeah, he said swap it. Yeah, that's what I think, man. If you got metal in the oil, bro, I'd say go on and swap that thing, man. I'm on a budget as well. I feel you, not trying to put much into it. Maybe 5K? You good. You can definitely do it with 5K. You can do a lot with 5K. A whole lot. So just think, so I'm gonna tell you, you'll save money. Get a Gen 3. Get a Gen 3 engine. If you're gonna do a 5.3 or 6.0 or whatever the case may be, go Gen 3, because you're gonna save some money. Because a lot of them, I actually, don't quote me on this, but I don't think any of them have that DOD AFM thing. That's where it costs you the money, and with your harness, if you're not using a stock harness. So if you go with a Gen 3 engine and training, you can go with a 5.3 or 6.0 with the 4L60, which will be fine. You're gonna spend, like I said, probably I'll say about 600 to 800 on the engine and transmission. You get you a drive shaft out of an Astro van. That's gonna be about $40, $40 to $50. You get your motor mounts. You can get motor mounts for about $25. You get you a fuel pump. I think it's about $100 for a fuel pump. Depending on if you're gonna go with an inline, you got to decide whether you're gonna go with an inline fuel pump or if you're gonna go with an in-tank fuel pump. Either way, it's about the same amount. So actually, no. If you go with an inline, it's gonna be about $100. If you go with an in-tank fuel pump, you're gonna have to get a new gas tank. You're gonna have to get a new fuel pump and a new fuel sender. So that's gonna be about $200, $300, $400, probably about $400, $500 if you go with the intake pump. What else? Fuel lines, transmission lines. You don't have to do no AN fittings and all that stuff. You can do regular high pressure lines if you want to. That's up to you, man. A lot of people talk, oh, you need AN this and you need AN that. That's just their preference. You don't need that. You don't need that. So you can also use the stock intake and all that stuff. You don't have to spend money on the intake. It just depends on what you want to do. If you want to do a aftermarket intake, it's probably about between like $200 and $400, I believe, for aftermarket intake. But you can do the factory intake with the cover and all that stuff, man. Exhaust. So exhaust, you can do stock manifolds. You can get some aftermarket manifolds, which is probably about $200, or you can go with some headers. Headers gonna cost you about $300 to $400, and then you're gonna need some. You're gonna have to get your exhaust done. Get you some mufflers of your choice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, probably go that route. Should I get a donor vehicle? Yeah, AN is for the look slider motor mounts. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, 84 Cuddy, man, you need to link up with him. He got a whole parts list over there on what he used, and I don't even think that man spent $1,000. I don't even think he spent $1,000. So as far as the donor vehicle, I mean, if you can find a donor vehicle, that's what I probably would do, because you can literally snatch everything off of that thing. If you find one wreck that somebody want to sell for a couple $100 or something, or $1,000 or whatever, I wouldn't pay more than $1,000 for it though, because it's just, I mean, you can use a lot off of it, but you know, like the rest is just gonna be junk. So I definitely wouldn't spend more than $1,000 on a donor vehicle. But like I said, they a dime a dozen at the junkyard, man. You go to the junkyard, you gonna get the motor. The motor gonna be like up here anyway. So in VA, the motor like 450 and a transmission 250. That's it. That's the cost in VA. Engine 450, transmission 250. That's everywhere in VA, no matter what kind of engine it is or whatever. 450 for the engine, 250 for the transmission. And then when they do the little sales on the holidays, you can get the motor, you get $100 off. So you get the motor for $350, transmission for $150. That's up here in VA. What else? Now that's another thing too, man. Like, cooling. You got to think about cooling too. So if you get that donor vehicle, you can take the condenser. You can take the radiator. You can take the AC compressor, the lines, the fans. You can take all that stuff and use all that, bruh. But like I said, I probably wouldn't pay over a G. Probably over a G for a donor. What y'all think? Maybe I'm tripping. Is that too low? Y'all let me know about a donor vehicle. How much should he spend max on a donor vehicle? I said about 1,000. Maybe no more than 12 for real. But I said no more than 1,000. I don't know. Y'all let them know. Okay, 84 said no more than 1,000. Sean Williams said 1,000. So I guess everybody mind pretty much where mine at with that. Cause like I said, you're gonna get the motor, transmission. You can even use the fuel tank. Well, nah, you got a cutlass though. Most people, like if they got C10s and stuff like that, they'll take the gas tank off and use it. I'm not using my gas tank when I do my C10. I'm not using the gas tank off the Tahoe. I let it go, because there was no guarantee that I was gonna be able to get it under the bottom of the car. I probably would have had to put it in the bed, and I don't want that setup. I want my whole bed to be free and clear for, if I want to use it for something else. So it looked like the verdict is set, man. $1,000. No more than $1,000 for a donor. Okay, does high mileage matter? So, to me, high mileage does not matter. But before you buy it, pull them valve covers, man. Pull them valve covers and turn the engine over. I use my stock gas tank in my swap. Yeah. A lot of people use the stock gas tank. Are you going with an inline pump, Chevy Addict? You going with an inline pump? Because that's mostly what people, if they use a stock gas tank, they normally go with an inline pump. But if you want to go with an in tank pump, then you gotta get a Grand National gas tank, a Grand National gas tank, and a new fuel sender and a new fuel pump. So it's a little more expensive to go in tank, but it's just personal preference. Um, I'm going on the C10. I'm going with an in tank, so that way it's gonna be just like my Silverado or my Tahoe. Just start it up, and you ain't gotta let it prime and then like that. Just start that thing up every time. Hey, son, you should have seen me looking at the tank like I could use it for real. Hey, that boy trying to save all the money. Trying to save all the money. Um, any other questions, man? Y'all got any other questions, man? LS swap, small block, big block, AC, cooling. What else? Wheel fitment. Well, I don't know a lot about wheel fitment. All I know, everybody asks me about offsets and all that stuff. I don't understand all that stuff. All I know is I hit up Lake Sonny and I said, hey, I got this car and I want him to go on. I still had to do a frame notch in the back, which, I mean, for how I wanted my car to sit, I had to do a frame notch. If I had my car sitting higher or whatever, then I would have definitely LS, bro. I see you. Definitely LS, bro. And I say that because I'm not saying that because a LS is better, but I'm saying that because a 350 Rocket gonna cost you a whole lot of money to build. You can't find Oldsmobile parts. So if you ain't trying to spend a whole lot of money, then don't put no 350 Rocket in there. I'm telling you, a 350 Rocket is about equivalent to working on, or having a Grand National with the stock V6 turbo in it. You got to find somebody to work on it, and when you do find them, or you do get the parts, it's gonna cost you. That LS swap cheap. LS is cheap, man. Cheap horsepower. So definitely, I can definitely tell you that the 350 Rocket, you don't want them problems, dog. You do not want it. You do not want it. What donor car should I get for my project? So, find you a Tahoe. Find you a Tahoe, a Camaro, Trans Am, Firebird, anything like that. But the one that you most likely will be able to find would be a Tahoe. A Tahoe or a GMC. So hold up. Tahoe, Silverado, Yukon, Sierra, all that stuff. Deontay, you was telling the old head that you talking about the LS, the cheap horsepower, on a 350 Rocket or whatever. Ty said he from Iowa, man. He say he from Iowa. Oh shit. Oh, he said Chicago. Oh, he from Chicago. But okay, yeah, he from Chicago, but he live in Iowa. Man, Iowa. Hey, is it many black people in Iowa, bro? This just a real question. I ain't trying to be funny. But like, is it black people over there? I ain't never been to Iowa. But it seemed like it ain't many of us over there for some reason. I don't know why. I might just be, oh, for real? Okay, I might have to come visit Iowa. He trying to convince me to go small block. Yeah. I mean, it's just personal preference, man. Then definitely most old heads, if he was down south, I know where '05 Yukon for 500. Man, hold up. Chevy Addict. I might need that connect, bro. Cause you know, Car Films looking for. He said he was gonna get a LS in September. So I'm gonna get at you offline, bro, and see about that one for 500. But yeah, I was about to say something about Tulu. Okay, yeah, he trying to convince me to go small block. So man, Tulu can tell you, them old heads, bro. Most of the old heads are straight small block, or conventional small block or big block. They don't really too much care for the LS engines. A lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them, but a lot of them also love the LS platform. So a lot of the old heads, they gonna try to convince you definitely to go small block. That's because that's what they know. But in today's time, nobody knows. Nobody nobody knows. There's only a few of them left that know how to tune a carburetor and check all this stuff, because you don't have a computer to tell you what's wrong with the car. We're I don't know how many of y'all around my age, but like, still, so I'm gonna be 40. I'm gonna be 40 next month. That's how old I am. I'm 39. I'll be 40 next month. I don't know nothing about no carburetor. I feel like I'm older, but I don't know shit about no car, bro. Like, so that's why I had so many issues with my car, is because I didn't know anything about it, and I couldn't find anybody that knew anything about it. So I'm going shop to shop, buying new carburetors. I went through 3 brand new carburetors, and I couldn't get neither one of them to run right. That's what made me go with the Holley Sniper EFI. I'm I'm loving it. I'm loving the Holley Sniper. But man, listen, dog. These carburetors, dog. And then like when something go wrong, you don't know what it is. You gotta figure it out. Most of these niggas dead or on their way to their grave. Like, I don't know. Like, what we gonna do, dog? Just go ahead and LS swap it. I'm just saying, bro. That's just being real. That's just the truth, man. Like, I hate to be frank, but that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be frank. You know what I'm saying? So, like with my son, he was like, I kind of want to keep the small block. He's like it's like a better old school feel. Like, they sound better. That they just choppier, they throatier and stuff like that. He was like, I think I want to keep the small block. I was like, no, son. I was like, bro, I said, man, you 16 years old, dog. I said, I'm almost 40, and I don't know nothing about these engines. I got to get help. So, like, that LS, man, like, it's computerized. Like, you're going to be able to, computers. I know computers, whatever. Like, and it's just easy. It tell you exactly what's wrong with it, bro. It make it a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't got no guru around you that know about small blocks and big blocks and stuff, then, man, you up shit creek, dog. That's just that's just real. For real, those old folks gone that used to bust them carburetors down. Yeah, they bust them down, rebuild them, put them back together, and be all right. And if you ain't nowhere around, what's that boy? In Georgia, down there with D. Yeah, D's Life tapping in. Yes, sir. So if you ain't down there by J Malcolm or somebody, dog, stay away from them small blocks and big blocks, man. If you got a carburetor, and then you gonna spend, if you don't want a carburetor, you gonna spend 1,500 on a sniper. You do a LS swap, bro. You got the engine and a bunch of parts for 1,500. So I'm talking this because that's what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep my small block, but I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? And if I knew what I know now, I would not have went through it. I would have just LS swapped it. But I'm here now, and I got that small block, and I love that small block. And when people when I pull up and they like, man, you got an LS in there like everybody else, I be like, nah. And I love the look of disgust on their face when I be like, nah, I got a small block. So like I said, I'm not against LS swaps, and I'm not biased to small blocks, conventionals. But that's just where I'm at. I done spent so much money and so much time. I'm staying where I'm at. But if I would have known what I know now, I would have went LS swap a while when I had that when I wiped my cam. I would have went LS swap then. But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like after I'm calculating how much I done spent, and then I realized, cause at the time I thought an LS swap was 15,000. Cause that's what everybody was saying. A LS swap 15,000 off rip. So I'm like, bro, I ain't got 15,000. So I'm gonna just work with what I got. Then after I'm calculating stuff, I'm like, man, I could have did an LS swap for less than what I just spent to have this motor built and buying this Holly Sniper and all that stuff, man. So that it's a part of the game, man. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But if I could go back, I would have just LS swapped it, honestly. Let me catch up on these comments. I saw a couple people tap in because somebody asked me, was I on my lunch break? No, I ain't on my lunch break. I ain't working today. I'm chauffeuring the kids around, man. They start school next week, backyard. They start school next week, so they getting their hair retwisted for school. They've been playing football all summer, they got locks, so they got all that new growth and everything. So I got them. One of them got an appointment today, and I'm up here just waiting on them. That's why I decided to go live, because I got time today. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing going on right now, but literally sitting here waiting on my son to get done with his hair appointment. And I'm not about to go back home. I gotta go through the tunnel and all that to get back home. And that's like a 30-minute ride. So I'll just sit here, dog, and talk to y'all, man. These life tapping in, same issue here. 2 carburetors so far and still ain't right. And then the minute you mess with timing, you gotta readjust the carb, thinking about going EFI 2. Bro, listen. EFI was the best thing I think I did to this small block, bro. And that's another thing. See, I ain't even think about like the timing. That's another thing, man. The timing and stuff like that. Bro, when you get that LS, dog, all you got to do, when you put that new oil pump in and new sprocket and cam and all that, all you got to do is line them dots up. That's it. Put that thing at top dead center and line them dots up. That's it. That's it, bro. Yeah, that timing is a mug. Like my timing, and then it just seems like it just throws itself off sometime, bro. Like it's annoying, man. LS is getting old. Time to go to LTs. Yeah, a lot of people doing LT swaps now. I'ma always be behind though, cause I ain't got the bread like that to be spinning. But yeah, LTs are the thing now. And if you're not LT swapped, then if you ain't got a supercharger or a turbo, then you kind of irrelevant. But I'm staying right here in my lane, dog, and I'm a cruise at 60, 70, 80 miles per hour. I ain't hitting no track or none of that. I'm chilling. AC coming this week. Sunday I got my appointment at the AC man. He gonna vacuum out my system, whatever he gotta do, and recharge that thing. I got everything ready to go. I got O-rings. I got the oil for the compressor. I got the all the Freon I need. So once that AC get in there, I'm really gonna be chilling. Like I don't even care about going fast. I'm gonna be going 55 in the right lane, dog, with the AC pumping, knocking on the window. I can't wait to do that video. I know it's old and I'm behind, but I can't wait to get in the car and knock on that window. Knock on that window in 90-degree weather with that thing blowing snowballs, man. Yes, sir. D's like said, what's good? 84. Bro, let's go LS swap. LS with the monies. Man, listen. If that thing give me some more problems, she coming out. I'm gonna tell you that. If that thing give me more problems, she will be coming out. But as for now, I'm not gonna mess with it. As long as we good, I ain't gonna mess with it, man. What up, Vic? All you need is, Carlos said, all you need is a timing gun. Yeah, I got a timing gun, but I still don't know what I'm doing when it comes to timing. I call somebody up like, hey, man, can I come by so you can help me shoot this timing? Or can you come by? Because I just can't wrap my head. Or I don't know. I don't know why I can't get it, man. I just don't understand it, bro. I appreciate that, D, for real. I'm trying to keep motivating people like me. I like your work. Yes, sir. What up, Goldie Box? Can I keep my original AC setup after LS swap? Yes, sir. You can keep your original AC setup. That's what most people do. Is most people keep their AC setup with the R4 compressor. But you got to change the compressor and change it over to R134. It ain't too much to do. Yeah. It ain't that, man. It ain't that. And I got the Sniper 1, not the 2. When's LS going and White's truck? I'm building my wife for 84 C10. Man, I've been trying to get there, dog. I mean, it being ready to go in, and the only thing that I have left to buy is fuel lines and transmission lines. Fuel lines, transmission lines, and the harness. And I told y'all on my last live, if you were here, I'm going with the Speedway Motors harness. That's the harness I'm going with. And yeah, 134. Yeah, you got to convert everything to 134. So you're going to have to put all green O-rings on there. And either you'll have to have that compressor vacuumed out or whatever you call it. Like you got to have everything took out of it or whatever, and then do the 134, or you have to just replace it, which those compressors like 150, no more than 200. So it ain't gonna be much, man. They pretty much just have to like get all the old stuff out of there, because you can't mix 112. I mean, you can't mix R12 with 134. Yeah, let me check my phone and make sure I ain't got no mess. Tulu over here dropping videos while we on live. Look at him. That's how you know I'm subbed. Subbed and notified with the bell. Tulu. Tulu. Let's see. Dang, man, I might have to cut this short, because I gotta pay this lady. I gotta pay this lady for doing my son's hair. But he ain't text me yet. I ain't seen no text come through. How do you know if AC been converted? That's a good question. So I know there's a way that you can look at the fittings. So the R12 and R134 fittings are different. Like the service ports are different. So that's one way you can tell if it's been converted. And then a lot of times if it's been converted, they'll put a sticker on there. I think they were required to put a sticker on there back in the day that says, that it's been converted from from 130. I mean from R12 to 134. Well, I gotta get some AC going in this thing. Boy, it's hot. It's getting hot. What? Where we at? Where we at? What we talking about? I'll upload a pic to my IG. All right, Goldie. The finish. What state you in? If you're talking to me, backwood, I'm in VA. Man, I was trying to upload that video since 6 this morning. Boy, that Wi-Fi must be lagging, man. That Wi-Fi must be lagging. Trying to work and watch live. Good content, man. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, I just figured I would go live. I didn't really have a lot to say, but I had time, which I don't have a lot of time. So I had a little time, so I decided to just go live, man, and see who wanted to chime in or ask some questions or give some input or whatever the case may be. But you working? You working? You actually at work, or are you in the garage or in the yard working on your car? What kind of work you doing? Personal work or the work you gotta do? Ron G. And then Carlos said, do you use your original AC box on your SS? Yes, sir. Original AC box, man. Original AC box. Original AC box. I done rode in so many cars with the OG AC, man, and that junk so cold, I ain't want to get rid of it. Plus, I ain't want to spend over $2,000 for vintage AC because, like I said, I'm on a budget. I'm on a budget, man. Oh, he at work on the job. Man, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, OG AC box. I've replaced the blower motor, replaced the high flow relay, replaced the blower motor resistor, replaced the orifice tube, replaced the evaporator, the condenser, and the dryer. Now all of that stuff, man, and then the compressor, that's an old compressor I got, but I would have replaced the compressor if I didn't already have one. But yeah, you can put all that stuff, and I ain't saying all that stuff needed to be replaced, but I did just for my comfort, you know what I'm saying? That way I know what I'm working with, you know what I'm saying? I know everything new, so, you know, it's like, what could be an issue if there is an issue? Also the clutch switch, the AC clutch switch, it was replaced as well. So all these parts I just named, man, it's between like $8 and like $40 besides the condenser. The condenser was like $100, and then the compressor, if you get a compressor new, you're gonna spend about $150 to $200 for it. Those are the two most expensive things. So out of everything, man, you can replace everything in your AC system and have AC for about, let's say, $2, $3, $4, maybe $500. You can replace everything in your system and you'll have AC. So with all the money that a lot of people spending in these, in our cars and stuff, like $500 ain't nothing to have some AC, man. When you think about it, like, you spending two grand or more on your suspension. Some people are spending $2,000 to $20,000 in they motor and swaps and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wheels, $3,000 to $3,000 to about $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, If you spending that kind of money, man, it ain't nothing to spend 500 to get some AC, bro. Cause I'm a big boy, man, and I sweat a lot, bro. I need some AC. Like half the time I don't drive the car because it be hot. So like that's the only reason I don't be in it, more. Is because I be hot. So get that AC, man, and it's a wrap. Like I'm gonna drive it a whole lot more then. So we at 55 minutes, man. I'm gonna go an hour. And then I'm gonna cut y'all off, man. And hopefully I'll be dropping a video, another one or two more videos before the end of this week, man. Because like I told some of y'all, man, I'm gonna get. So there's a promotion results coming out on Monday for me, man. So if I get this promotion, and we're gonna claim it, man. I get this promotion, man. I'm gonna be ghost for about 6 weeks, bro. I'm gonna be ghost. But it's gonna be for a good thing. And then when I come back, man, it's gonna be better than ever, man. We gonna work. We gonna get it in, man. So yeah, I'm gonna be on here about a little less than 4 more minutes, man. If y'all got any more questions, I'll try to answer them real fast before I get up out of here, because I gotta go pay this lady, and I don't like people waiting on me, so I want to be there before she get done, and go ahead and pay her, man. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, definitely. It's 16 people in here right now, and I got 11 likes, man. Them other 5, go ahead and hit that like button for me. I appreciate all your help and give me in the right direction for my bill. Yes, sir, man. So I'm saluting with the left hand, but it's all right. Yes, sir. Definitely keep 87 in your corner. Yes, sir. Your name already made the list. Hey, man, look. I feel like it, dog. I feel like it, man. I feel like it. I'm trying to get this money and then get ready to roll out this thing. Boy, I'll be retiring in 3 years, man. 3 years, I'll be retired, bruh. And don't forget about that disability. Backyard, I'm in the Navy, man. I'm active duty Navy, bro. Active duty Navy. And then I got a little side hustle. I'm a manager at AutoZone on my free time. The little bit of free time that I have. But you know what I'm saying? I get 20% off on parts. And you know what I'm saying? I get a little money while I'm at it. And I get to interact with people and learn, I got connects. I got more connects now. So that job has definitely been a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, active duty Navy. I'm an electronics technician / IT for the Navy, and then I'm a manager at AutoZone on the side. Yes, sir. I remember I made the list Christmas Eve. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. We trying to get to this money, man. Trying to get to this money. That way I get to this money now, and then when I retire, that's more money per month. Let's go. Let's go. That's more money per month. So that's going to up that retirement pay, man. That's what I need. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I definitely... I want to tell y'all, man, since I don't have any questions or anything, man, I just want to let y'all know. Look at that. It's 14 people in here, and it's 14 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. 15 likes. I see 14 and 15. That's weird, but hey, I like it. I like it. But I just want to tell y'all, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Like, when I started YouTube, I didn't know it was going to get to what it is now, which I'm still not big, but I got 8,500 subscribers, dog. Like, that's way more than I ever thought I would have, man. So I definitely want to thank y'all, man, and appreciate y'all, and just give y'all you know what I'm saying, the utmost respect for just chiming in and messing with me, dog. Like, give me a chance, you know what I'm saying, just checking out the channel, sharing the channel, commenting. I appreciate all that, man. I'm over 60 minutes now, so I'm about to tap out on y'all. But I just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And you know, I appreciate everything, the comments, the good, the bad, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? The interaction is crazy. I love it. And we're going to be doing a lot more, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing 2 more LS swaps. We still got suspension to do. We trying to get some more sponsorships. We gonna get there, man. I'm gonna get some of my other cars on the channel. I know a lot of y'all like, you know, a lot of y'all are into the LSs, so I got LS swaps everywhere with turbos, superchargers everywhere. I got people everywhere around here. You know what I'm saying? That they not on social media like that, but it's some cars out here, and I'm gonna get with them and I'm gonna show y'all some of their stuff, man. It's gonna be crazy, and I'm gonna do some ride alongs and stuff like that, because I never actually rode in an LS swap car. Fun fact, I never actually, hold on, let me stop lying. I did ride in the LS swap car, but it was only around the parking lot. My boy had a donk with a twin turbo big 6.0 in it. That's what he say, big 6.0. That was back when nobody was telling what they got. But anyway, twin turbo donk LS swap. But you know, I just rode around the parking lot really because he was going to the staging lane, so that wasn't really a ride along. But we're gonna get some real good ride alongs, man, and with some LS swap cars. Like, literally everybody around me got LS swap, so it's great content, man. I got content for days that's gonna happen, man. So y'all just stay tuned, man. It's gonna be a lot more to come, man. But if I do go on a little hiatus next week, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know your boy that made it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. All right, I got one more comment I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I would like my channel to be a success too. I just don't do good with cameras on me. Hey, this guy that made that Chaos, I don't know how to pronounce it, but hey, if you in the chat, it's 19 people in here right now. This dude Quijas, Q-U-I-J-A-S, I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you in the chat right now, man, click on his name and go to his channel and follow him, subscribe, man. He trying to get his channel up. And hey, with the cameras, man, it'll come to you, dog. It was weird to me too. It's still a little weird, but just pick them cameras up, man. Everybody else doing it, why not you? I'ma holler at y'all.